Ever wondered what could get you in trouble around the world? Imagine getting fined just for wearing blue jeans or being banned from public places because of a cartoon character. Sounds crazy, right? Well, hold on tight, because we're about to uncover some of the most bizarre and shocking laws you've probably never heard of. Get ready to have your mind blown. Welcome to Whatever World, where we dive deep into the strangest and most mind-boggling aspects of life on our planet. If you're new here, make sure to smash that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you're always in the loop with our latest and greatest content. Today's episode is all about the weirdest, most shocking rules from around the globe that will leave you questioning reality. Starting off in Japan, the land of cherry blossoms and ancient traditions. But did you know that your tattoos could prevent you from enjoying a relaxing dip in one of Japan's famous onsens or public baths? Tattoos in Japan are still heavily associated with the Yakuza, Japan's notorious criminal gangs. Despite tattoos becoming more mainstream globally, in Japan, many traditional bathhouses refuse entry to people with visible tattoos. So if you're inked and planning a trip to Japan, make sure you know where you can and can't go. Imagine just wanting to unwind in a hot bath after a long day of sightseeing, only to be turned away because of your body art talk about a shocker. Now, let's swim over to Italy, where something as seemingly innocent as a goldfish bowl can spark controversy. In some Italian cities, it's actually illegal to keep a goldfish in a round bowl. Why? You asked. Animal rights activists argued that the curved glass distorts the fish's view of the world, causing unnecessary stress and potentially shortening their lives. It might sound extreme, but the law was put in place out of concern for the well-being of these little swimmers. So if you're an animal lover with a goldfish at home, maybe consider upgrading to a more humane tank. Who knew that caring for a pet fish could be so complicated? Next up, Singapore is a city known for its cleanliness, strict laws, and a complete ban on chewing gum. Yes, you heard that right. Since 1992, chewing gum has been illegal in Singapore, except for medicinal purposes. The law was introduced to maintain the city's pristine streets and prevent vandalism, as sticky gum left on public surfaces was becoming a major nuisance. If you're caught importing or selling gum, you could face a hefty fine or even jail time. This might seem harsh, but the law has been so effective that Singapore is now one of the cleanest cities in the world. So, if you're planning a visit, you might want to leave your gum at home. Let's hop over to Denmark, where naming your child isn't as simple as picking a name you like. In Denmark, there's an official list of around 7,000 approved names, and parents must choose from this list when naming their children. If you want to go with something unique that's not on the list, you'll need to get it approved by the government. This law was created to protect children from names that might be harmful or embarrassing. So while it might seem like overreach to some, the Danish government just wants to make sure kids grow up without a name that could be a burden. Imagine having to get permission to name your child. How would you feel about that? Over in Switzerland, they take their peace and quiet very seriously. So much so that in some apartment buildings, it's illegal to flush the toilet after 10 p.m. Yes, you heard that right. The law is part of a broader set of regulations aimed at reducing noise pollution. The Swiss believe that everyone has the right to a good night's sleep, free from the noise of flushing toilets. So, if you find yourself in Switzerland, make sure to plan your bathroom breaks accordingly, or you might end up in hot water or rather, cold silence. Now let's drive over to Saudi Arabia, where until 2018, it was illegal for women to drive. This law made Saudi Arabia the only country in the world where women were banned from getting behind the wheel. The driving ban was lifted in June 2018, marking a significant step toward gender equality in the kingdom. For decades, this controversial law was a symbol of the restrictions placed on women in Saudi society. The lifting of the ban was met with both celebration and resistance, but it undeniably changed the lives of millions of Saudi women, allowing them the freedom to drive themselves wherever they need to go. This law's reversal shows how societal norms can evolve, even in the most traditional settings. In the beautiful and historic city of Venice, Italy, feeding pigeons might seem like a harmless, even charming, activity, but it's actually illegal. The city banned pigeon feeding to protect its historic monuments and buildings from the damage caused by bird droppings. The law was introduced after city officials noticed that the droppings were corroding the surfaces of statues and buildings. So, if you're visiting Venice, think twice before tossing a breadcrumb to those hungry birds. Your wallet might thank you later. North Korea is a country known for its strict and often bizarre rules, and one of the strangest is the ban on blue jeans. That's right, blue jeans are illegal in North Korea. The reasoning: They're seen as a symbol of Western imperialism in a country where the government controls almost every aspect of daily life. Even your choice of clothing can be a political statement. If you ever visit North Korea, and few people do, you need to find another way to express your style, or you might find yourself in serious trouble. It's hard to imagine that something as simple as denim could be so controversial. Love is in the air in France. But if you're at a train station, you might want to keep your public displays of affection in check. In 1910, France introduced a law banning kissing at train stations. The reason? To prevent delays caused by long, drawn-out goodbyes. While the law isn't strictly enforced today, it's still on the books, and in some places, you might just get a stern look from a station attendant. It's a reminder that even love can't always get in the way of punctuality, at least in France. And finally, let's head to Poland, where there's a small town called Tuszyn that took a stand against Winnie the Pooh. Yes, you read that right. The town council banned the beloved bear from public playgrounds because it doesn't wear pants. The decision came after a heated debate where some officials argued that Pooh Bear's lack of clothing was inappropriate for children, especially since he's half naked. While this might seem like an overreaction, it goes to show that even the most innocent of characters can cause a stir in the right or wrong circumstances. Who knew that Pooh's fashion choices could lead to such a controversy?